Hello, and welcome to A VO's Journey. My name is Anthony Pica. This show is all about helping the new and upcoming voiceover artists grow their business, sidestep all the crazy things that I seem to step on. I've got a crazy episode today because I published a book, right? Weird. Not an audiobook, a book, a written book. And I want to chat with you today about it and what it's about, but also, what I'm doing with this book and where I'm going with this whole thing. So I'm excited to talk to you about that. All right, real quick, before we get going, please make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Also, if you like, there should be a link below for you to get a copy of my book, if you'd like. Also, to check out A VO's Journey Elite Academy. And we have a 50% off the first month to give us a shot. If you're looking to start, grow your voiceover business, if you're brand new and you're just trying to get in, to get with a community that's going to help you move forward, we're definitely right for you. So hope to see you. All right, let's dive into this. I wrote a book. The book is called Code of Conduct, and it's a short read. It's about 45-minute read, so you could read it in basically one sitting. And it's available on Amazon, and it released yesterday. I put it out yesterday, last night. I published it, self-published it myself, and it hit number one in the new release, the hottest new release section on Amazon for mystery, thriller, and suspense, and the 45-minute short story read genre. So I was thrilled about that, and it's doing very well. Thank you to the community and for being so supportive. It means the world to me. And hopefully it's a good read. It's going to be about 4 to 5 books long series, so there's going to be a lot of cool twists along the way, and like I said, it's a mystery thriller, so you're really enjoy it. I don't want to give anything away. Check it out. I know you like it. It's only $2.99, so it's real simple. It's Kindle, but I think you can read it on anything, because I had some people messaging me that they didn't have Kindle, but they were able to buy it and read it on their phone and stuff like that. So check it out. And the real cool thing too is that I'm going to be doing audiobook, and I've decided to do more of like a radio play with it. So, for our audiobook, so we'll have I'm going to hire a couple different voice actors. And the fun thing is I've always wanted to, I love to direct, because I used to direct live on stage, live theater, and I loved it. And I've misdirecting a lot, so this will be really exciting to be able to direct this as well. And it's short, like I said, it's only about 45 minutes, but it's definitely something that'll be exciting, because there's multiple characters, and then there's going to be multiple books. So I'm thrilled about that. And so we'll have audiobook, and that'll be coming out. It's funny, I had to say that I had to actually open a different ACX account, because did you know that on ACX you cannot have a narrator account and be a rights holder for something, like for being an author? They won't let you do both. You have to have a separate author account. All right. If you have an author account, you can publish audiobooks or put them out for auditions, but to be a narrator, like to be a producer, they call producers, right, or narrators, you have your narrator account, you can't have rights to a book. It's the craziest thing. I don't know why they do it, but they do. So anyways, I had to open a different account, to be an author. So that was interesting. And so I'm excited. I'm excited to work with Academy, Academy Voices and the VO's Journey Elite Academy to hire voice actors for the project. So that's exciting. Now, you might be asking yourself, why, Anthony, did you do a book? Why did you write a book? Why are you writing books? What is the deal, man? Which is so funny, because like today, I was just right before this, I was on a coaching session with a voice acting student. But then, I got a job for a new animation series. To be an otter or something, like, and then there's some bears, and it's just fun character work, voiceover stuff, and that's gonna be fun. There's multiple, there'll be multiple shows for that, and so I love voiceover, and I continue to do it. But at the same time, when I first started doing voiceover, I did a lot of audiobooks, and back when I started, I thought to myself that if I could own the rights to the audiobooks or, the books themselves, right? Own the intellectual property itself, that would be an asset that would last. Because when I started on ACX, if you do royalty share books, right, it's lasts for 7 years, and you can get paid. You split that share with the author. So Amazon takes 60% of audiobooks. You take 40%. I'm not sure if it's all the same pricing now, but at the time, when I was doing it then, it was 40%. I'm pretty sure it hasn't changed. So and then you split it with the author. So you get 20%, they get 20%. So basically, if you sell an audiobook for $1, you get 20 cents, right, per audiobook. But the thing is that you don't get any money unless it sells, right? That's the challenge that everybody has the hiccup with doing audiobooks for royalty share. But I realized if I could sell the audiobooks, right, then I could kind of then determine, if I do an audiobook and I could sell them, well, I would make a decent amount of money, right, because I could sell it. Excuse me. And then it would only be limited to what I could sell. So anyways, a long time ago, doing all these audiobooks, I had all this thoughts about, the future. And on top of that, I think I've always wanted to have my own, when I first started, the very first thing I did in voiceover was an audiobook. And I'll never forget the excitement, I know it sounds silly, but the giddiness of being able to type in your name on Amazon and it pulls up stuff like, performances, whether it's an audiobook or a book now that I have, was just a over the moon feeling. And it wasn't about the money, because I think that first audiobook I made $50. And I probably spent so many hours just editing and redoing, because I didn't know what I was doing really, so and it was a book on like sports nutrition or something, something, a nonfiction audiobook. And anyways, the point is that like it was a huge milestone, and it changed my life, because it was something that when I did it, I was like, I can do this. I can make it work. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of times we all feel like things are too big for us. It's for other people. It's not for us. And you know what? It's just not true. It is for us. We can do it. You can do it. I can do it. And part of these things, like putting a book out there, publishing a book or whatever, self-publishing, because I didn't go through a publisher. You know what I mean? I did it myself. And, and now it hit, it's number 1 in the new release section of whatever category it's in. I don't know. I think that's cool. I mean, I'm really excited about it. And you can do things. And if you have ideas, don't shove them aside. Like if you have a feeling about something, like I think this will work, go for it. It might not. It might not work. And you might spend a lot of money learning that it didn't work. But I can tell you this from personal experience, and I say this on every episode, right? I try to help you sidestep stuff that I step in. I have spent a lot of money learning, right? Trying to learn. Oh, I think my daughter just came home. A year ago, I was like, Mom, trying to learn. And it has been an expensive journey, but the benefits have far outweighed the costs. And I would do it all over again. So, I just think that if you have ideas, if you have feelings, if you think this could work, I can do this, go for it with all you got. Because in the end, even if it doesn't work, you tried it out. And I found too, in this book process too, that you sometimes need to spend money to learn that your idea was wrong. Here's a perfect example. So when I first started this whole idea about publishing a book, right, months and months ago, and you guys have heard of me talk about it, I wanted to hire a ghostwriter, right? And I thought, if I hire a ghostwriter, so because I didn't have a lot of time, and I was like, if I could invest money, right, and hire a ghostwriter, you know what I mean, then I could only be limited by the, basically what I could afford to pay a ghostwriter and the stories that I came up with. So I did. So for this book, I hired a ghostwriter to start off this process, and I thought that's what I was going to do. And I got the first draft back from the ghostwriter, and they did an okay job of the story that they came up with based off of my synopsis and my idea that I wanted to go with. And then as I read through it, and I realized that, one, they did fine, but it wasn't my words. It wasn't me. I didn't write it. They did. And two, I realized that it was more, again, for me, it was more than the money. It was more about me accomplishing a goal that I had to prove to myself and to show other people that you can do it, even if you're not. I mean, I don't write, but this is the first thing I've ever written like this. Okay. Or published any, or put anything like this out there. So, and I hope it's good, but, so basically, I went back and I decided that I wasn't going to use what the ghostwriter said. So I metaphorically threw it away, and I just rewrote all me. I just wrote it myself. And then I rewrote it, and then I rewrote it, and then I edited it and edited it and edited it. It's only 25 pages, but it felt like it took me, just days, just edit it and edit it and edit it, you know what I mean? And because I wanted it to be me, I wanted it to be my words. But I paid a lot of money for the ghostwriter, and I learned a valuable lesson for myself, right? And I don't know if it necessarily always makes financial sense all the time, but I learned a valuable lesson, and the lesson is that it was more important to me that I did it myself. I wrote it myself, and I knew I wrote it myself, than having someone else write it. That was more important to me, whether, about money or anything else. So whether I make more money or less money, but I wanted that. So I learned that, and I paid for that lesson. I paid a lot of money for that lesson, and it was money worth spending. Because it was a question in my mind I had for a long time, and it was thought, should I do it? Should I try it myself? Can I do it myself? It's better to have a ghostwriter. You stand on these things, right? And you don't know until you actually go for them. And a lot of times it costs money to go for them, and that's why it's an easy way for us to make an excuse not to do it. But anyways, the point I'm trying to make here is I didn't. I went back and rewrote it all myself, and I'm so happy I did, because it's an accomplishment that I feel, and it's a journey to go on, because now I'm excited about having books that I can write, and possibly more books down, after this series, do more, and then have books I can hire voice actors to do audiobooks and direct and be in them myself and write myself characters in them. I mean, it's so fun. You know what I mean? To create these worlds. I mean, I love doing that. So I'm so excited that I've been through this process now, and I know that I can publish something, get it out there. I know, I'm excited to go through the audiobook process on the other end of being the rights holder, right? In order to do it, that's exciting. And to work with, because I work with narrators every day, of course, as a coach, but it's really exciting to actually be doing some paid work with them. That's going to be thrilling. So anyways, I know I've been talking a bunch. I hope it just give you some ideas about, if you have ideas, you have thoughts, you have dreams, desires, don't push them aside because you don't know how to do it. Sometimes you got to take the leap. You got to realize that what you thought would be something at first doesn't end up being that thing, but it could be even better, right? I'm so thankful I hired a ghostwriter, even though I found out that was not what I was going to do, right? So that was very helpful for me, and that changed my thoughts that I've had for years, that the ghostwriter was the right way to go. But now, I'm not saying it's not for other people. I'm just saying for me, I realized that it's better that I wrote it myself, So I'm very happy about that. Anyways, I hope that this has just been interesting. And if you want to get the book, check it out. I would appreciate it. There's a link below. Leave a review. Thank you. I know I'm an idiot. But thank you guys for watching. As always, please again hit that like and subscribe button, and check out Avio's Journey Elite Academy. We'd love to have you. Thank you guys so much. You have a wonderful Tuesday. I'll talk to you soon. Goodbye. Goodbye.